Hello, I'm Christy Moore. I'm the author of Tom, a novel of a pianist sent to war based on the life of my grandfather. This video is about how I know key events in the story. My family came from an area in London, the area of Kilburn. In particular, they lived mainly around Portnell Road and Malvern Road. Let's start with London. In 1820, the city was still small, with a population of around 1 million. By 1913, it was an urban sprawl with a population of over 7 million. My early years were spent in Portnell Road with my mother and grandfather. Here is Portnell Road today. I lived at number 211 in the top flat. But looking through my documents, I find one address that seems to keep cropping up. Confirmed by my auntie, the home for many lanes was 118 Malvern Road. Malvern Road in 1885 was one of the few roads in Kilburn, showing a few houses named as Malvern Villas. In 1913, this map shows the area surrounded by houses. This is Malvern Road now, looking north. These houses are probably the Malvern Villas. 118 would have been across the road and is no longer there. There is just a school, playground, and a block of flats. Now that's the places. What about the family? Here are some members. My grandfather, Thomas F. Lane, born 1890, died 1970. His wife, my grandmother, Ruby, born 1903, died 1962. My great-grandfather, Thomas H. Lane, born 1868, died 1922. My great-grandmother, Adeline, born 1868, died 1957. Before them, I have no photos of older family members. There are other family members worth noting too. My grandfather had a first wife, Ellen. He also had two sisters, Ada and Liz. Also around at the time was Ruby's father, Bertram Baker. Now I have the places, I have the people, but that still wasn't enough for a story. The thought of a novel about my family hadn't even entered my head yet. There were two things I needed to know about my grandfather that I didn't yet know. My auntie was to provide the answers. My auntie produced a scrapbook belonging to my grandfather. There were these posters advertising concerts. My auntie told me my grandfather was a pianist. He was in a band called the Postal Minstrels. We think he's this one here. But the second revelation was that he was in some kind of regiment called the Post Office Rifles. An even better revelation was this map that showed he fought at Passchendaele. That was it. Now a spark was created that fueled the idea of a story. The story of my grandfather's time in the First World War. To do this, I had to know more. If you enjoyed this video, buy the book Tom from Authorhouse or Amazon, or alternatively go to my website christymore.co.uk, which will give you all the links.